Here we go. If you want to know how to make the absolute best duck ever, this is how we always eat it. It's Annabelle's, it's Bradley's, it's mine. It's our favorite meat to eat, and this is why. So then stick around, watch, show you how we do it. It's really easy, it's really simple, and not too bad. I'll put down in the description the recipe that I use, but the recipe really is pretty flexible. You can do a lot of different things. The key is just to grill it and not grill it too long, and it'll turn out amazing, super juicy, super good all the time. What's your favorite supper meal?
Duck.
I knew it. That's what we're having. Whew. Alright, what's up everybody? Brian Baker here with Hunt Fish Camp, and we are cooking duck today. Cue photo from yesterday. Bradley and I went out, shot a bunch of ducks, and I've actually been asked multiple times about how we cook duck, because duck is both my kids, their favorite thing to eat. And growing up as a kid, sorry mom, but when we cook duck, tend to get overcooked, baked it in the oven, and it just never was that great. Needed sauces and things like that on it. We do not need that. It is super easy. And really, I'm going to tell you the secret right now, and that is fire. Because when you're cooking duck, and specifically duck breasts are what we're cooking today, over fire. So whether that's over a campfire, over a charcoal grill, over a gas grill, it doesn't matter, but it has to be over flame when you do this. When I cook venison steaks, I cook them on the stove in here on a cast iron pan, and they turn out amazing. If I do that with duck, it does not. It comes out tough and not very good. And so I'm going to show you how I do it. So hopefully this helps you out. And if you were a duck hunter, you definitely got to try this. If you haven't figured out a way that everyone around you loves to eat duck, this is definitely the way to do it, and it's super easy. Okay, so let's get rocking. First thing, so let's talk about the stuff we need. So we've got duck. So I've got a couple mallards, a couple pintails, a teal, a wood duck, and a snipe in here right now. And these are just breasts. So just flayed out the breasts for these. If you haven't done that as far as processing duck, if you shoot a duck, you don't need to pluck a duck to do it. Other than wood ducks, you do a little bit. All the others make a little slit, and the skin actually peels off really easy, and so you can access the breasts, and then you can cut off the thighs and things too if you're going to use those. Other things we're going to need, so a little bit of oil, so I'm going to use olive oil, so that's an important piece. And then if you're really going that simple, just some Italian dressing works really well, and this is actually Olive Garden's Italian dressing, but that works well. But I kind of put a hodgepodge of stuff together every time, but I like having, because there's a vinegar base in there, so I like that a little bit. And then I usually add some extra garlic to it, some Italian seasoning to it, maybe some extra pepper to it. If you like it spicier, you can add other spicier things to it, I suppose, too. And then a lot of times I'll add a little liquid aminos, or like a soy sauce type thing. It adds a little saltiness to it that soaks into the meat a little bit better than other things, okay? So first thing, so duck breasts. So these are from yesterday, and when I flay out breasts, so you just peel the skin back, flay it out. Really, really easy to do, really, really fast. You can get and peel back skin and get to the thighs and things too if you have mallards that are bigger. I just put it in water. Some people put in salt water, other things. Just water overnight, and then I rinse these off, and you can see, so this is just in water. And if without spilling anything here, but you can see how clear the water is. I just rinsed them once now. The blood naturally comes out, and so then that's gone. So now they are totally ready, and you could cook them right away. Would be fine as well, but it's nice to soak them for just a little bit, okay? We're gonna take a Ziploc bag, and I'm gonna put them in there. That just allows me to use a little less of everything else. Pintail and my other little snipe. I'm excited about those. I shot at snipe lots of times, usually miss them, and so a lot of times I don't shoot them, but I decided to yesterday and got one. So, okay. Duck in a bag. Could have started it that way. We're gonna add a little bit of olive oil to it. Now this is actually probably the only thing that's kind of important within this, and I'm not measuring anything. I'm just dumping probably a couple tablespoons worth in there. I want them to get soaked in it, because when I put them on the grill, I just don't want them sticking to things, and so that helps a lot. It also helps the seasonings kind of stick to them, it seems like. In this case, I'm going Italian duck. So I'm gonna dump some Italian seasoning in there. And so again, the vinegar is kind of a key part to that. So you could add some apple cider vinegar, things like that, but then it ends too strong. So I like all the extra seasonings that are going on in there. I like adding a little garlic to mine. I can't say this enough, but it doesn't really matter. Take whatever seasonings you have sitting around and that you kind of like and start dumping them in there. It's really the grill flavor that is going to be better. Anyway, even on the gas grill, it just seems like they cook up really, really well. So I'm adding some Italian seasoning to it as well. You can see some rosemary and other things in there that, I don't know if they're in the Italian seasoning. And then definitely have to add a little bit of pepper to this. Okay. We are going to seal up the bag. Get most of the air out because I really want things to soak right in. And then I'm going to squish it all around. Okay, again, so you could do this with just the oil and a little salt and pepper. Would be really, really fine. But just a little bit of seasoning kind of goes a long way with these. And these are just going to sit here. So if you're really well planned out, you could do this the day before. I never do. I almost always do this. And now they're going to go on the grill in 5 minutes here when it's ready. Though actually tonight, I got an hour. So they're going to sit and kind of marinate for an hour. And then they're going to go on the grill. And they're going to be amazing. With duck, you do not need to cook it all the way through. So that's really, really important. It's not like chicken. And so treat it more like an actual steak. So you don't want to overcook it. Now, we do prefer ours to be cooked most of the way through, kind of like a medium well range or even well. And they'll still be tender and delicious as long as you cook them over a fire. I don't know what it is, and I really don't. I've tried lots of different things, but it always needs that flame. So we're gonna put this on the grill over the fire. Really, it only takes a few minutes per side if they're in a good flame even, and I've got a variety of sizes in here, so I'll adjust where they're at on the grill. But you can kind of eyeball this one a little bit. With the oil on there and everything on there, it's tough to burn the outside unless you're really in a dead heat flame there, I suppose. So the mallards, I'm probably gonna do about 4 minutes per side. I'll let you know here in a little bit how they go. For the, like when I've got teal or like that little snipe in there, he's gonna take 2 minutes or less on each side, and then he's gonna be off on the side, and he'll be cooked all the way through, but he'll still be a tender little bite. And these are gonna be fantastic. So let's go see how they turn out. Let's get them out there. Alrighty, grill, I've been letting it heat up for a little bit. I actually have a little piece of hickory that I stick on there. Sometimes I add a little extra smoky flavor. I don't know if it makes a difference on the duck at all, but I enjoy doing that. We're just gonna slap them onto the grill. That's it. We'll give them a few minutes. Come flip them. Go from there. As you can see, my grill does not cook evenly. So that is the 2-minute turn. So I was only after. Okay. Seared, so we're going off the high heat. That one we are gonna eat right now. This is my little tiny snipe. It's delicious. Okay, and there we go. We've got mallards, pintails, wood duck, and a little tiny snipe in there too, or a piece of a snipe. I already ate half of it. It's gonna be delicious. Okay, so that's what it looks like when it's cut open. So that's the mallard. How is it, Belle?
Delicious.
Of course it is. This duck's really good. Alrighty, everybody left me here, so they had to run in and do different things, but we are done. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you're able to try some duck, and hopefully you enjoy this. If you have your own tips, own things that you like to do, recipes to follow, mine is always kind of just a hodgepodge of things and changes a little bit here and there whenever I'm craving something different. And the key is to put it over fire for not too long. As long as you do that, you're probably gonna be all right. Okay? And keep looking too. I'm gonna do some venison things as well, because we have a few ways that we like to eat our venison, and that can be a tricky thing to cook for a lot of people. So definitely be watching for that stuff too. So till next time, get out and shoot some ducks. I feel like I'm talking really fast through all of this. Oh, and then of course the caramel.